Now 6:17, Senator James Lankford joining us this morning on 2 News Oklahoma. He is here to help talk us through some of the bigger issues that are going on in Washington right now.
Yeah, he's going to be talking about what he's doing for Oklahomans. So, Senator Lankford, yes, good to see you. We're going to jump right into it. The draft leak of the Supreme Court's opinion of Roe v. Wade to be overturned, kind of coinciding with the recently enacted law here in Oklahoma, where Governor Stitt did make it illegal to abort a child after 6 weeks of conception. So you've been very vocal on your stance with abortion, serving as chair of the Senate Values Action Team and member of the Senate Pro-Life Caucus. So with Oklahoma's law already enacted, can you explain how Roe v. Wade still impacts our state and what overturning it would mean?
Sure. Yeah. Roe v. Wade was a decision made in 1973 by the court that said that no state can make any law that bans abortion until viability. And they didn't define what viability was. Now, this is a whole new standard. Prior to that, every state made a decision about abortion. What overturning Roe means doesn't mean that it gets rid of abortion in America. It means every single state and every legislature, including the federal legislature, can vote and make decisions about life. So that basically the court is saying it's not the court's responsibility to determine when life begins. Each state and each location will actually begin or actually determine when life begins. So our state could make a decision and say, we're going to protect the value of children, that we believe children are valuable in the womb. Outside the womb, we believe children are valuable. Other states like New York and California may say, we're going to do abortion all the way up until the day of birth. But every state, every locality, and the federal legislature is going to make these decisions from here on out if the Supreme Court actually holds to what the draft ruling was. We don't know yet. We don't have the final decision.
Yeah, definitely something to keep our eye on. Senator, thank you. Well, shifting to some other news that is also impacting our state and, of course, our country as well. Recent mass shootings have plagued our nation over the weekend. It has caused several lawmakers to call for gun control. You, though, standing up to the ATF in defense of Oklahomans' Second Amendment rights with a call for the right to own, use a pistol brace without regulation, registration, taxation. Can you explain those regulations infringement on Oklahomans' rights and what you believe it is going to take to stop mass shootings?
I can, actually. Mass shootings are incredibly tragic and incredibly painful to be able to see. It's very often, as it was this weekend, with someone with mental health issues, that there were lots of issues around it, lots of other adults that saw the problem, and no one seemed to intervene on this. We've got to have individuals to be able to intervene. If they see people with real mental health issues, to be able to make sure that we're getting those individuals help and to be able to engage. Now, my frustration is the Biden administration steps up and says, well, the problem is things like pistol braces. Pistol braces are just an assistive device that some people put on their arm to be able to help them with their aim and just normal shooting. Pistol braces are not the problem. And so the ATF steps in and they're trying to create new rules. So my frustration is, let's actually talk about families. Let's talk about what's actually happening in mental health. Let's talk about how we can actually engage. But let's not take away Second Amendment rights from constitutionally protected Americans all over our state and all over the country. Let's try to deal with root causes of actually what's going on and not say it's every gun is the problem or pistol braces are the problem. That's not the issue on this. So let's continue to be able to pray for, encourage, and strengthen individuals that are really in a very, very difficult time and help them and intervene before they actually carry out acts of violence.
All right, Senator. Well, that's all the time we have for this morning, but we appreciate you waking up with us in the mornings and joining us, and we'll have you back soon. Thank you.
You bet. Glad to do it.